Hi guys, so bit of a different video today. I thought I'd film a little bit of a question and answer while I doodle a little bit. I think I've got a few things that I want to get done for my Halloween update, courtesy of this little notepad by Catnip. I absolutely love it. I think I want to do some kind of pumpkin spice coffees with little animals and things sat in them. So we'll see where that takes us. I normally get my ideas when I'm sat in bed and I have to write it down on my iPhone notes, otherwise it'll be completely gone in the morning. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to start. I always sketch with a 6B pencil and in red, and just so that I can turn the opacity down and then go back over it to refine it in black, and it just makes it stand out a little bit more. See what brush that we want. And I always kind of mark off the top and the bottom, just because I know that I like to add a little title and my name at the bottom. So yeah, where to start? I have got some pictures of some pumpkin spice lattes on my computer, so we'll see. I mean, there's not much variation, but I never know. It might turn out something something good. So let's start. I've brought all the questions down here just because I'm filming on my phone. So we'll start with the first lot of questions, which is from Ella, from Queen Cacti, and that is, what advice would you give to someone wanting to improve their art? A lot of the time, people just say practice, 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 and that is really true. You don't, it's important to remember that, you don't have to make art to show anyone, you don't have to make art to sell. Even if you have got a little Etsy store, every piece of art that you make doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be shown to the world, and it doesn't have to be put on your store. A lot of the things that I make, they're not the best, but I learn from it. And I like to experiment with different brushes, and sometimes that doesn't work out, and that's fine. So I, like everyone else says, it's just all about practice. Draw on what you have, you don't have to have the most expensive thing in the world. I started off with a little tablet, which was about £50, I think. It was a Wacom, I think it was an Intuos, however you pronounce that, and that was fine. I was on that for a lot of the time. Then I went to a screen tablet, which I also got a budget range. I got just the XP pen, and that was fine as well. And then I finally got an iPad, but I mean I didn't have an iPad for at least, oh god, I don't know what year are we in? Probably about 7 years, I'd say, into drawing. Into the cats are going wild, and it's not helping with my concentration. I don't even know what I was saying, but yeah, you don't have to have the most expensive thing in the world. You don't even have to draw digitally, you can draw traditionally, but it is all about experimentation. I absolutely hate drawing faces or anatomy, but I just have to make myself do it, because otherwise I'm never going to get better. So stop drawing the things that is going to turn out amazing, and start drawing the things that you really need to work on, and you'll get there. They also ask, is there anything you'd wish you knew before opening your Etsy? Same again, you don't have to have the best thing in the world. When I opened my Etsy, I thought, I need to have this Cricut machine, I need to have an iPad, all these things that, I didn't really need to have. I didn't get my Cricut pretty much straight away. I was hand cutting things for about a month, and then I thought, what, I'm just gonna do it. And I kind of wish that I didn't, because I didn't realise there was things like sticker wrap and places that you can actually outsource things. And thankfully I realised this before I bought a really expensive printer and I started outsourcing my prints. You don't need to do everything yourself. It's fine to outsource things. It's fine to take it slow. And as well, you don't need, you know, 100 products to start your store. You can start with 1 or 2 and see if people like them. You know, you could spend a month working on loads and loads of products, but within that month you could have been selling 1 or 2 and making some money to go towards them new products. So yeah, you don't need the best thing in the world, and you can start small and just work your way up. That's supposed to look like a chocolate flake and it kind of doesn't. Right, next we've got Jessica from JustJess1274. She says, what makes you want to open your store? Well, obviously I think this happened to a lot of people. They either lost their jobs or they weren't working anymore. For me, I wasn't working anymore. Thankfully, I was still getting paid, but I wasn't able to work. I think we'll do like a little animal, so I have no idea. I think I'm just going to draw the coffees first. But yeah, you'll be able to see my sketches. Like, they don't even resemble what I draw. But yeah, I was out of work, and I get bored very, very easily, and if I sit and do nothing, it will really affect my mental health. And I always need to have like something on my mind, a project that I'm doing. I just decided, you know what, I have tried opening stores before. I've opened a clothing store. I have made prints and things and stickers before. You know, it didn't go that great. And I was kind of put off from the fact of that, but I had nothing to lose. I was at home every day, and I knew that I had time to create things. So I thought, you know what, why not? So I did, and thankfully it worked out better than I thought. And I'm very grateful for the people who have bought things from my shop and supported me, because it has really helped. Lolly decides she wants to come join us. Hello, that's the camera. If you had something to eat, you're licking your lips. You want to draw? What do you want to do? You want to just sit there? That's fine. Yeah? No, that's not your spot. Where do you want to go? You can't go there, darling. What are your favourite brushes on Procreate? So like I said, I'm sketching it in the 6B. I really, really like the dry ink brush for line art. I can't really explain it. I like the texture that it leaves. I don't really like using really smooth brushes. What else do I like? I think it's Nico Roll for shading, or like skies. And I also like the Artist Crayon for shading. And yeah, that's pretty much the only ones that I use. I sometimes use the noise brush on a like setting. Hi Lolly. On a setting, you can't sit there, darling. There you go. On a setting on top of like my prints and stuff. But that's about it, really. I haven't really experimented with Procreate brushes. I kind of just dove into it and decided to see what happened. And yeah, I should really sit down one day, but you know when you need to do something and you never do. The next questions are from Anya from Embroider Studios. And she says, how is life with 2 new members of the family? As you can see, you don't get a lot of work done. They are very needy, but in a very good way. They are very cuddly, and I love that about them. And that's Biscuit playing with the stickers underneath the desk. He is a little terror, I must have to admit. But yeah, it is really, really nice. I'm used to living with animals, and I've been brought up with lots of pets, so I was feeling a little bit lonely when I moved out that I didn't have any pets. But now I'm very happy that I've got 2 lovely little kitties. She also asked a country that you and Danielle want to visit. Danielle is a big, big traveller. Lolly darling. She's been to a lot more places than me. But I think where we both want to go desperately is Disneyland California, and we want to visit Tokyo Disneyland as well. We also want to go to Canada, and that's somewhere that we really would like to go. I think that's about it. There's a lot of places that we want to visit. I think it's, you know, out of the question at the minute, but hopefully one day. We are planning to go in, but well, we think that we're going to go back to Disneyland Florida in 2022, but it might be California if there's like a good deal, but it's quite a lot further than Florida, so we'll see. Next question is from Rosie. I'm not doing much drawing here, am I? A sprinkle of pixie dust. What are your plans for your shop? I sometimes get into Lolly darling, what have you done? I get into a little bit of a rut sometimes with my shop because I feel like I'm not growing fast enough, but then I look back and, you know, I have done quite a lot in a short space of time, and I tend to compare myself to others a lot, and it's not the best thing to do, but I understand it's just, you know, it's human to do that really. So I think my plan to my shop is just to keep doing what I'm doing. I do want to get better on Instagram and grow a bit more of a following on Instagram, but I am quite lazy with it and I don't post as much as I should. I've seen people getting TikToks for their, you know, their businesses, and that seems to be going well, but I don't know, it just seems like a lot of work. So yeah, just to keep on going what I'm doing a Halloween update, I've got a Christmas update that I'm thinking about, and in the new year I really hope to set up a Patreon. I think that would be really good, because, you know, I have got people that, you know, I really appreciate, and they do buy a lot of things and they do support me a lot, so hoping you know, people get on board with that. But yeah, just keep on going how I'm going and just see what happens really. I've got nothing to lose, so yeah, I'm trying to look for a different kind of style of cup. I think I might do like a little shallow coffee cup. She also says, do you have a dream product that you'd like to make? Yes, I really want to make pins. It's always been a dream of mine, like whatever like I've done, you know, I've had sticker shops before and I've looked into it, but it's just so expensive. I know a lot of people do like Kickstarters and stuff, but I haven't researched into that enough to do that. But yeah, pins, really want to do pins. Freya from Island of Freya asks, what inspires you to draw and how did you begin? What inspires me to draw? Things around me, you know, like looking at like a kitten's face, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute, I need to draw that. As well as other artists, you know, you just scroll on like Pinterest or Instagram, and like there's millions of people out there drawing at the minute, and you know, you see someone's done something, you're like, oh my god, like that's amazing. Should we do a cat or a dog? And you go, oh, I really like them colours that someone's used, they would look really nice on this. So yeah, other artists definitely, and Pinterest. If you don't have a Pinterest, I do recommend you getting it, because it is a life changer. Little kitty. And how did you begin? I mean, I've always done art, even in school, you know, I was always the art kid, as everyone says, and even when I was like younger, I always used to enter all the colouring competitions and things. So yeah, I kind of always drawn. I guess you could say it started more, I don't want to say professionally, but it was like more intense when I went to college, and I actually studied it, that I realised, you know, it is something that I want to do, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. And that was like 5 years ago. I don't even know where we're at right now. So yeah, it's been a long journey, but for anyone that wants to do it, it is worthwhile. And what have we got? Danielle asks, who is the best girlfriend in the world? If you're watching this, Danielle, that is you. I can confirm. Essie from Kiki Bean Toes asks, what are your favourite things to draw? I love drawing animals. As I said, I cannot draw humans to, like, I just can't. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how people do it, but even like in cartoon form, I really, really struggle to draw humans. I think it's just because I don't like it, that, you know, I don't really put a lot of effort into it. But yeah, I really like drawing animals. That's kind of how I started. I did start with doing like pet portraits and things. I love drawing cats. Cats are one of my favourite things to draw, and bears and frogs. I like drawing fruits. That's a really weird thing to say. I just like drawing anything that's like, I can put a cute face on it, really. Are you going to get any more pets in the future? Yes. I don't know what. We do really want a dog. That's quite far in the future though. A dog is a lot of work. But yeah, I really hope to get more pets, because I really love having like little buddies around to keep you company. What is your favourite medium to draw with? At the moment I am strictly digital, and I do need to get away with that because I do enjoy drawing traditionally. Traditionally I really like to use gouache. I don't really like to use acrylics and things. I don't know, it reminds me of like high school art, and I just can't get away from that, and I can't really start to use them you know, professionally. Traditionally this iPad has been a game changer, you know. I always said, Lolly, please don't bite it. Please don't bite. Darling, what? I always said, oh, you don't need an iPad, you don't need an iPad, which you don't, but it has really changed the game in terms of my art. You're really distracting, you know. Do you know that, Lolly? Darling? Lolly? Move it a little bit this way and you can stay. Hearts Shake Shop, so little Tess. Little Tess, we like Tess, don't we? Who do you want to collab with? I would love to collab with like a stationery shop, like, I don't know, like Paper Chase maybe, or maybe like a smaller brand one. I love stationery, so that would be really cool. And maybe having my art on like a lunchbox. Lolly, you're being a little terror. So yeah, something like that, I think. Lolly, you'll go out in a minute. You will. Oh, she's so scary when she bites. I don't know if you can see this. Lolly, I think she wants a belly rub. That's why she's pulling me in. Do you want a belly rub? And what are your favourite artists? I love Apple Cheeks, Catnip. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think like Thanks You. I think it's spelled like THAANXU, something like that. I watch them on YouTube a lot, and they're, you know, they're my biggest inspirations really. Korean Box P, I think. Which printer is best for stickers? There isn't really one printer that, you know, is gonna make stickers look incredible. It is all trial and error. You know, the printer works with the paper. You have to find the right paper for the printer. I used to use a HP Envy, and I was using evergreen paper. It was fine, you know, for starting off, and it did make really good quality stickers. The only problem was that the ink, it wasn't great when it came into contact with water, or, you know, it was rubbed a lot. So yeah, the printer that I'm using at the moment is an Epson EcoTank. If you want any more you know, specs on that, just leave a comment down below. And it is really good. I can tell the difference. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference, but you don't need to buy the best printer in the world to make the best stickers. You just have to find a paper that will work with your printer, and you have to fiddle around with the settings for quite a while as well. Faye Enrique says, thoughts about drawing more game art. I would love to. If that's something, you know, that people would want to see, then I would definitely do that. You know, I am a gamer. That's a weird thing to say. I am trying to get Danielle into more games. I've tried to tempt her with a Harry Potter game on the Switch, the Lego ones, and she is enjoying that, so hopefully that's like a step in the right direction. I would love to do some Mario Kart things. The only thing is, I know, like, you know, copyright and things, I am trying to get away from doing fan art, but if it's something that people would want to see, then I don't see why I couldn't make, you know, like little characters inspired by different games. So yeah, I think that's it for the questions. Now I haven't really done much drawing, so I am gonna just speed through this so you can see the finished product. Thanks guys, bye.